Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, it's all about what do you need to hear right now, what do you need to know right now. So we'll be looking into your self-care, you're looking into your shadow work, we'll just be looking at all general things that you need to hear right now. If you'd like a more general, in-depth reading, personal reading, then my email is in the description box along with my Instagram account and along with the timestamps. So yeah, I received extra messages while I was shuffling, which was a very interesting experience. That was new for me. So yeah, over here is pile 1, 2, and 3. If you do not resonate with any of the piles, don't worry, I'll be doing more pick a pile readings. If you resonate with more than one pile, then you can choose that as well. If you're watching your pile and you don't resonate with it, continue watching because there'll probably be a message in there for you. But if not, then carry on watching the other piles. There'll probably be more messages in there for you. So yeah, have a little meditation on the piles and then we'll just get straight into it with pile 1. Okay, let's see what you need to know. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So this is what you need to hear right now, what do you need to know right now, which we'll be looking at your shadow work, self-care, anything else that needs to be heard. So while I was shuffling, I received extra messages, so I wrote them down on here. So if it resonates with you, just comment down in the comment section if it resonates with you, because it was quite interesting that I received all these messages. So for you, pile 1, you can't change the past. There comes a time where you need to move forward. Yeah, so let me know if that resonated with you and let's get into the reading. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Don't get yourself involved in any arguments, in any personality, clashes, because there seems to be a lot right now for some of you. So many people are trying to get one over on each other, trying to be heard over each other, and it's just not a healthy, thriving environment to be in right now. Focus on what you want for yourself, focus on your inspiration, focus on what you're passionate about, because the more people that are in something, it's the more arguments that will happen, especially when you're not in tune with each other, especially when you're not willing to hear each other. This Ace of Wands is saying step out on your own. You don't need others to help you move forward. I feel like that's a very specific message for someone. The King of Chalices, sorry. The 10 of Pentacles, okay, yeah. So it's almost like you're the emotionally mature person in this situation where there's unnecessary fights, unnecessary drama, that all want their words said over each other and it's just not healthy. So you keep your healthy emotional state by going off on your own to figure out what you're passionate about, to figure out what you can create for yourself. The Knight of Swords. Yeah. It's almost like I want to be heard. I will say what needs to be said without regard for other people. But there's just too many people in this situation to actually hear your voice, to hear your own voice, for others to hear your voice. So the mature thing to do is to just leave them to it and go after what you want. Be the mature person in the situation. 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, because it looks like being around these people, blocking you. It's blocking your creativity, it's blocking your passion, it's blocking your natural flow. I'm just picking up on a feeling that you're probably quite shy, and that's why it's quite easy for you to get to lose your focus, to lose your passion, but at the same time you are emotionally intelligent, so it's not like it's going to hurt you emotionally. It's just that you're easily, I don't know why I'm getting shy and confused. Yeah, the King of Wands. Yeah, reclaim your passion, reclaim your creativity, reclaim your fiery side. Some of you could be a Leo. A lion doesn't get trapped in a cage, so why should you? Exactly. You know what you want, because once you have your eye on something, you have this great determination about you. No, not one person can stop you. Not one person can quiet your voice once you get going on what you know what you want to do. The Fool. And the Four of Swords, yeah. Being around such strong personalities, it really makes you want to be alone. It makes you need to recuperate a lot more than usual, because it creates a lot of confusion. Being around so many different personalities, it's just really hard thing to take in, because it's like they're not taking your feelings into account, they're not taking what you think into account. Take a risk, take that leap and go out on your own. Yeah, evaluate how you can go out on your own. What do you have that's already with you? What can you move away that's really blocking your growth? Yeah, you're feeling very stuck because of all these different personalities. Take time for yourself so that you can know what you actually want outside of all of this. Yeah, make a choice. Yeah, you need to make a decision. What do you want? What do you want? And then stick to that path. Because once you're on a path, then you're determined to get to where you want to be. And right now you need that determination, but you can't feel that determination because everything is confusing you because of all the drama. Coming up, yeah. We have a lot of twos, so we have the Two of Swords with the two crows. We have the two faces coming away. We have the making a choice with the two doorways. So you need to make a big decision about how you're going to move away from these people, these energies, and how you can focus on yourself and what you want and your inspirations. Pride, yeah. Don't let other people's pride get in your way. So it's not like don't let your pride get in the way. Don't let others' pride get in your way. You are entitled to go off on your own. So don't let others' opinions hold you back from what you want to do for yourself. Surrender, yeah. So surrender by going off on your own, by healing yourself. What do you need to change, to move away from? Which in my example is the many different personalities that wants to get their voice heard. Surrender to your path. Surrender to the decisions you need to make because they need to be made. It looks like. Rebirth, yeah, because once you once you take that time to really think about what you want for yourself, that's when things can change. That's when a rebirth can happen. And this really fits in with what I wrote. You can't change the past. There comes a time where you need to move forward. You need to move forward from this kind of energy. It's really interesting that I picked that up, because when I was shuffling and I looked at the back of the deck after I wrote this, and it was the Death Rebirth card, and it's funny that the Rebirth card is here, and just the whole theme of change. So we'll look at your shadow work. What do you need to work on? Addicted. Yeah, so it's almost like you're addicted to these people because maybe they're all you've ever known. Are they your friends? Are they your family? Are they your work colleagues? Are they your partners? Which one is it? It's like you've been around them for so long that you've become addicted to their company. And it's like, how can you move off on your own when you're addicted to the company of these people? I won't cry for you yet. Don't cry for these people, because it's like you've already shed enough tears as it is. Wow, that's very interesting. We got a 1-1, a 2-2, we got 1, 1, 0. So it's pay attention to angel numbers as well. Pay attention to synchronicities. So let's look at your self-care messages. Voyage, you already have all the answers. You know what you need to do already, because you've been in two minds about it all already. You know that it's not serving you well being around, these types of energies. So how can you take the leap to move on your own path? Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to go off on your own. Don't be afraid of what's out there. Because you've been around these people for so long, it could be easy to forget how it feels to be on your own and to be happy in your own company. Take control of your own narrative. Wow, yeah. It's time to go off on your own, but first you need to take that time to really unravel the addictions from these people, from these energies. And you can only do that by healing yourself. You can only do that by, it's almost like a withdrawal kind of thing, where you purposely hold yourself back, and it's like you have to withdraw, going through withdrawal. So you can't change the past. There comes a time when you need to move forward. You can't change the past. You can't change who you've been around. You can't change how you've acted. You can't change your thoughts. The only thing you can do now is to do the work to untangle yourself from these people so you can have a better future for yourself. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing here, pile 1. Comment, let me know if this resonated with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Okay, pile 2. Hi, pile pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we'll look at what you need to hear right now, what you need to know right now, which involves like your self-care and looking at the shadow aspects of yourself. So while I was shuffling, I received some extra messages, so I wrote them all down. So before I go into all of this, I'll read what I wrote before. Don't forget to subscribe and comment if any of this resonates with you, and like as well. Okay, so what I wrote for you, pile 2, is something about lightening your load to feel happier with yourself. So that reminds me of the 10 of Wands, where he's carrying all the responsibility in the world that doesn't really belong to him. So how can you lighten up your own load? How can you lighten yourself from other people's problems and issues to become happier within yourself? Oh well, the sun. That's a whole heap of happiness here. Wow, okay, yeah. The Tower. Okay. After great upheaval and shocks, you can become happier than you have been before. So it's almost like I'm getting a sense of revelations will come to light, and then you'll feel, it's almost like you have to start again, but you'll be happier that you'll be starting again. Or it could be hard work trying to build yourself up, but in the end you'll be much happier than you were before. Or you're already going through it and you're feeling the burden just dropping off you to become happier and lighter within yourself. 6 of Pentacles. Oh, I'm cold. The Wheel. Yeah, so this big kind of revelation, it's changing things. You're going through the motions, you're going through cycles right now. Let's see some more. 9 of Chalices. And the 8 of Chalices. Okay, so something has or will be forcing you to move forward with your life. Something has or will be causing you to reevaluate things. It's almost like this kind of thing of something that you used to just isn't worth it anymore. So is it really worth staying where you are? When you decide to move on, to move forward, that's when new cycles begin, and that's when things start to your foundation start to shake, because when you move on from what you're not used to, that's when real change can occur. I hope this is making sense. The Emperor. Yeah, I mean, I just heard as well, it's like you're restoring balance by taking the time to notice what isn't working for you anymore and walking away from everything that has just been so draining to you. And then you'll end up with a new sense of vitality because you've lightened your load to become happier. Wow, it's amazing how it all just sinks in. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, 10 of Cups. This is major happiness. So much happiness is coming to you, pile 2. So much newness, so much happiness, so much changes of cycles. Newness is coming your way. Yeah, 8 of Wands. It's like things will be quickening up because you've decided. It's like you've already planned it out. You've made the plans, so it's easier to move forward. So it's not like you woke up one day and thought, oh, I'm just gonna leave everything behind and start a new life. No, you've made the plans down to the last T. You've dotted the I's and crossed the T's, whichever way round that is. 2 of Cups, yeah. You're moving into a place where you're much more understood. you can communicate better and you'll feel emotionally satisfied. Wow, so much happiness is out there for you. That's beautiful. Oh wow, the lovers as well. So some of you may be in a relationship, some of you, okay, it's almost like someone new is going to come in and it's going to make you realize that your life isn't working for you anymore in terms of how things used to be. You just want to shake things up because it just seems so mediocre. Or some of you might just want to change up your relationship. So basically how you communicate, how you have fun, how you see your partner. So there's a lot more harmony within your relationship. So it's like it's an equal give and take. It's almost like you see what needs to be done and then you go ahead and do it. The field of dreams. Okay. Solitude, yeah. Yeah, for some of you this needs to be done alone. Some of you, you're just walking away from old relationships that no longer serve you to be on your own. It's almost like that forcing yourself to move forward unless you've already planned for it. So it's not really forced, it has to happen, and you know that it has to happen, and it has to happen alone for you to grow, for you to create something new for yourself, create a new life, and slow and steady. Yeah, go slow. There's no need to rush this process. Yeah, you've planned it all out for some of you. But change doesn't happen overnight. When the tower falls, it must be rebuilt. And that doesn't happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah. Manifestation, yeah. New beginnings, yeah, new beginnings. You're walking away from the old to start anew. Spirituality, yeah. So some of you may be into spirituality then, because as you walk away from the old as well, that's when you're manifesting new things because you're thinking more about your life. So when you let go of what has been a burden to you, then you're bringing in things that you've been thinking about for a long time. So let's see look at the shadow work aspect of things. Downcast pride and obsession. Yeah. Maybe you've been obsessed with some things that has taken too much of your emotional space, and you've realised it's like you've woken up and you plan to move away from this because you realised, oh, I'm so used to this life that it's on the verge of becoming obsessed. I need to lighten my load so that I can relinquish this obsession. And by doing that, you're manifesting the life that you truly desire. With downcast pride, it's almost like you haven't been taking pride in your appearance, in your life, so it's almost like the opposite of pride, basically. Let me see if I can read that. Bear with me. root of sadness and grief is deeper than the skin. The only delusion is the grey sky. Survival is a direct consequence of adaptation. Survival is the direct consequence of adaptation. What we call adaptation is not the result of a subtle but constantly constructive change of ourselves, but rather a mockery of it as we strip day by day of our dignity in order to avoid conflict with the world that would spread us apart. How can we endure this? Maybe through the power of responsibility or through an hidden core of identity. Sometimes we don't use the best part of us, but rather we draw from the ugliest. We survive and bend our knees because we draw out from our laziness, fear and disgust. We let our deepest roots go dry, replaced by what can only be called a surge of lack of self-esteem. We are deluded when we think that we are only sacrificing our pride. We cling to vanity, but we can't afford dignity. Isn't that sad? Honestly, the true delusion is our faith in all fall and winter. While we discard spring and summer as fairy tales, the sky can change colour too. As long as we sometimes look up, we can notice. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm going to have to read that again once I finish that to get a better understanding. So let's move on to your self-care cards. Universe, we are all just stardust. Yeah, you recognise that there's more than what you're doing right now. And realise that there's so much more out there for you than what you're used to. Wings, you never needed those wings to fly. Yeah, you never needed anyone, you never needed any kind of person to help you be the person that you are, basically. So you can do this alone because you're probably not used to being alone. And confidence, it comes with time and practice. Yeah, you're building confidence when you're going off alone. Yeah, you've planned for where you're going, what you're doing. Yeah, you're gonna turn things upside down, but you know, things need to happen so that you can build confidence within yourself. So that you can, yeah, confidence is a big kind of thing because the sun is quite confident. It shines all the time in different parts of the world. And no, it doesn't stop shining just because someone's like, oh, it's too bright. Stop shining, it's too hot. Yeah, so just because someone tells you to stop shining doesn't mean you need to stop shining. You need to have that confidence for yourself to see that you can shine without others. And you don't need to stop shining for anyone. So, lighten your load to feel happier within yourself. Walk away from what no longer serves you. To change things for yourself, to become happier. And to have better connections with people. So yeah, I hope all that made sense, pile 2. Let me know down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe. And if you'd like personal reading, don't forget to email me. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, my email is in the description box. So this reading is all about what you need to hear right now. And that includes your shadow aspect of yourself and self-care. So while I was shuffling for all the piles, actually, extra messages decided to come out. So I wrote them all down. I didn't see any of the cards. So let me read what I wrote for you. So it seems like you need to meditate, center yourself to ground yourself. Some of your energies are a bit off balance right now. Get into contact with parents or others that take on the parental role in your life. You need nurturing and some affection. It feels like your inner child needs parenting. What's missing in your life? So if that resonates with you, comment in the comment section to let me know what you think of that message. So let's get into it, shall we? So the moon, the chariot. It does feel like something's missing at the moment. It's almost like you can't put your finger on it, because even I feel like I can't put my finger on it. What is it that you're missing out on? The Five of Cups, yeah. Okay, yeah. So it's like in your need to understand what you're missing, what's being hidden from you. Are there any secrets that are being kept from you? It's almost like you feel quite depressed by the thought that something is missing. It's almost like you're too into what's missing that you're missing out what else is around you. The Fool. Okay. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so as I wrote before, it really does tie in with the inner child. It's almost like your inner child is quite sad. And it's almost like it's quite hidden deep down, and you don't know why you're sad. So it's like that deep it's hidden in your subconscious. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, so the sadness is deep in your subconscious, that you don't know what it is. Of course, it's in your subconscious. The Queen of Chalices. Be more kinder to yourself. Yeah, you feel these emotions deeply, but don't act like it's something to be scared of, that it's something to be ashamed of. Really embrace your emotions. It's not something to be overwhelmed by. The Hanged Man. Yeah, I say that now, but I know your emotions can be quite a lot to take in. But as I was saying before, go to a parental figure that you trust, so you can really talk about your emotional life, because it can get overwhelming for you, for some of you anyway, and that should be treated with so much care. Oh wow, we have the moon again. Yes, some deep inner work needs to be done. In order for you to move forward, looking deep within yourself and exploring what has happened within your life needs to happen so that you can sit with your emotions and take care of yourself in a better way, instead of staying in bed all day doing nothing because you can't move because your emotions are too intense. The Knave of Wands and the Six of Wands. Yeah, so I'm seeing here, definitely speak to someone who wouldn't judge you, who see things differently from other people, because it's almost like you get a lot of people who are like, why are you always so sad? Oh, your feelings are this, your feelings don't matter, but they really do. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know what traumas you've been through. They don't know what you've heard, what you've seen, what you've heard. Oh, I'm feeling quite upset reading this now. Oh. Yeah, I'm just feeling a lot of sadness right now for you. It's quite heavy. Share how you feel. Maybe take that step to see a counsellor, because that's quite a brave thing to do. It's like you putting all caution to the wind and you're like, oh, forget about all this, I'm going to see a counsellor and there's nothing nobody can do about it. Just because you don't want to see a counsellor, I'm going to see one. I'm not going to sit in these feelings anymore because I'm told that counselling doesn't help anyone. But have you tried counselling? Free yourself from all of these burdens that you're carrying around with you. Heal that inner child so you can feel balanced to move forward with your life, to have direction in your life, to actually know where you're going, so that sense of direction, because it seems like everything is just out of balance. So yeah, meditate to center yourself, to ground yourself. Your energy is a bit off balance, and I really did feel that while I was shuffling. Movement. Yeah, once you do the work to explore your past, to explore what's happened to you, that's when movement can happen. That's when you can take risks and actually do things instead of staying in bed all day, wishing things were different, wishing that your emotions weren't so intense as they are right now. Oh wow, heal that ouch, yeah. Heal the inner child, heal yourself. Talking really does help. Heal your heavy emotions. Really take that deep dive into your shadow self. Things that you hide from yourself, that you don't let other people see as well, because it's so well hidden. We sometimes hide things from ourselves within ourselves. And that's quite a big burden, because every day we're trying to cover it up. So that can be harder than actually talking about it, because every day is a struggle trying to keep it all down. I feel like I've said this before in another reading. Wishing well. You can create a better life for yourself once you stop burying things and actually let things go out into the universe. So then you feel a lot freer, like the fool. The fool's woken up to smell the roses. Oh, This is quite heavy, pile 3. I actually feel like I want to cry. Oh. Abundance, yeah. You can live in abundance once you take the time to explore yourself. Because right now it seems like you're living in lack, because it's like you have this pessimistic view of the world because they don't understand what you're going through. All you've experienced is negativity in your life. So how can I feel abundant when I've been through what I've been through? Nobody understands. Follow your dreams. Okay, yeah. So I'll go into that in a minute while I finish this. Effort, yeah. It's going to take a lot of effort for you to work through what you've been through. But it's important. It's an important part in your life. It'll be like a momentous time in your life because you're working on yourself. You're taking the time to really understand yourself, to understand your emotions. So this is your shadow side of yourself, so atonement. Yeah, so she has knives sticking out of her back, and that's probably how you feel every single day, waking up and feeling like you're in pain because all the past is, your past are like knives in your back, and that's painful. So then you bury that pain. Oh, it feels quite uncomfortable. And it's like you're constantly atoning for your sins. So maybe some of you feel quite ashamed of what has happened to you or what you have done in your past, and there's just a lot of regret. Wow, blinded by pain, and then we have atonement, which can be very painful, and I feel quite uncomfortable reading this because I feel the heaviness of it all. So yeah, get into contact with parents or others that take on the parental role in your life. You need nurturing. You definitely need nurturing and some affection. It feels like your inner child needs parenting. What is missing in your life? What is missing in your life is you feeling comfortable with your emotions, you being able to sit with your emotions and not let it overwhelm you to the point where you need to bury it because you're blinded by the pain. Okay, so let's see what self-care is in the cards. Sun, paint the sun back into your sky. Yeah, so instead of feeling pessimistic all the time, what would it be like to feel positive again? So as you begin to explore what has happened, that's how you can paint the sun back into your sky. So the less pessimistic you feel, the more positive you will feel, sorry. Phoenix, how's that for a happily ever after? Yeah, so once you explore and feel comfortable within yourself, within your emotions, it's like you be so much happier. Like with putting the sun back into your sky, painting it back into your sky. There's so much positivity is ahead of you. Well, with the yellow, effort. Yellow is about positivity, it's about happiness. You'll be reaching a new, it's like you've never felt such happiness before. You've never been able to sit with your emotions before. Garden, something lovely will grow from this. Yeah, something lovely will grow from you being able to explore yourself, explore the hidden sides of yourself. It's for you to grow into a better person, into a more positive, happier person. Oh. And for others, yeah, I'm seeing that some of you can be quite psychic. Pay attention to your dreams, because you can be getting some kind of messages within your dreams. Write down your dreams so that you have just so that you can go back to it, so you can possibly decode your dreams as well. So yeah, that's all I have for you, pile 3. That was quite heavy. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to comment if you resonated with that, and like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, my email is in the description box. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.